Hey guys, another life, another vlog. So for today's video, at last magamit na jud namo ang among tuktok, di ba? Kay as you remember, ang tuktok or amo ang tuktok kay naguba kay nabanggaan diha sa skina sa usa ka 17-year-old kusog kay nagpadagan. So karon okay na siya. Hi, hello. Ba't sa mi sa school, okay? Oy. Mapakog ka ha? Hey guys, another life, another vlog. So for today's video is I'm going to share about you on how I trust my husband 100% and how he reassure me that I am the only one woman in his life. Charis, even if I get fat or I change because I give birth, he always reassure me that I am the only one, that no one compares about me, that nothing compares to me. You know, because when we give birth, we'll change. Our figure will change. There's stretch mark everywhere because of the pregnancy, and when we give birth, there's tendency that our attitude or personality will change because of hormones. And my husband really reassured me, but not only that, he showed me through his actions, because action speaks louder than words. No, it doesn't matter if your man going to say, oh, I love you so much, you're the only one woman that I love, like this, like that, but his action is his everywhere. He went to bar and then flirting with another woman, you know. Oops, don't get me wrong, my husband goes to the bar, especially if he's going to meet with his best friend. Yes, usually his best friend is asking him to go to the bar, not him. But it doesn't matter, you know your boyfriend, you know your husband, we have instinct and we always trust our instinct. So guys, this is what I'm going to tell you about the story on how my husband reassured me and how I trust him. Hi guys, right now we are on the way to school, and of course, because we experienced that incident, that we have an accident there in the alley, in the area, because of some assholes that don't have seminar, don't have really driving lessons. And even if you don't have driving lessons, at least the common sense that in the alley, you should slow down, not like 50, 60, because it's supposed to be 30 or 20 only, because you don't know, there's dogs, there's children, they're elderly, they don't have really common sense as we speak. It doesn't matter if you finish study, if you are really smart, if you don't have common sense, then you are just like piece of a pie, because you don't need to study or finish college or having a degree to have a common sense, My goodness gracious. Common sense is very easy, You don't need to learn that. My goodness gracious. It doesn't matter if you're really older than me, if you're younger than me, if you're matured enough, then that's good, Because nowadays, even matured women, even if they are already past my age, they're not matured enough yet. Because why? They don't have enough experience. And not only that, it doesn't matter if you have a lot of experience, you travel a lot, everything. As long as you don't have common sense and you don't have good manners, you're a piece of shit. Oops, sorry. You're a piece of garbage, that's all. You are a garbage person, So that's it guys. I'm not really shy or ashamed about talking about this, because there's a lot of people here in this world that no matter what they do in their life, no matter what blessing that came into their life, they are just not happy about it. They want more. They want more. It's not enough. Okay, this is not enough. I want more. They are not contented of what they have. They're asking for more. And that's why God don't like that, because God don't like ugly.
I love you, buddy. Ito po.
Kiss mama.
Ito-vlog ka rin, tayo.
Hala na, unsa naman na? Oh, tinuok ko. Hadlok naman tama, murag batumba naman na.
Later, brother.
So let me explain about that God don't like ugly. That's words from my husband. It's not about appearance, guys. It's about how you handle or how you respect others, how you have a good manners, how your parents raise you, That's what I mean. It's about from the inside. It's not from the outside, because all of us are attractive in some way. Some people find us not attractive, but there's a lot of people that finding us attractive. It depends. But what my husband means is about ugly in the inside, routine in the inside. So by the way guys, look at me. I was fat back then, and I told my husband, my love, I don't like my look right now because I am fat. That's what happened when you are a breastfeeding mom, because you want full nutrients to your baby, and when you're breastfeeding, you tend to eat a lot because you're hungry most of the time. And my husband will always reassure me that no matter what happens, you will get fat, you're still very pretty to me. That's what my husband always said, you know. And that's why I never get insecure about my physical, because my husband is really contented and loyal to me no matter what happened, you know. And he's very faithful in some way that I can really see, you know. So I'm going to share this to you guys. It doesn't matter. I'm proud of myself, you know. Especially my husband always like boast my confidence and reassure me most of the time. So there was a time that I get jealous of this woman because she's pretty, yes, and I can see that she's attractive too. And my husband looked at her, and you know, that's why I get jealous. But I realized that us ladies, when we see a man, a hunk man, or very nice body and tall, handsome, we look also, even if we are married, you know. But only we look because we have eyes. The same thing as our husband. That's what I realized. So, and at that time I'm still young, you know. I'm not really matured enough yet. As my husband always said, Jocelyn, I love you. I do love you. But I have eyes, you know. I look. That's what my husband said. And if I'm going to think about it, that's what I'm going to do too. If I'm going to see a very handsome man and tall, you know. So it's just so way back then. I talk about it about my husband about the jealousy thing, and then he said, you don't need to get jealous with that one, because yeah, everyone can be attractive. Most Filipina are attractive, but they're not the same as you. You're beautiful inside. Yeah, physically, she's attractive, but she's rooted inside. And Jocelyn, she don't have ass. That's why we laugh again. But honestly, he just reassured me that no matter what happened, he can see a lot of attractive women in Alona Beach, here in Panglao. There's a lot of tourist spot, and there's a lot of Filipina. Yes, they're younger than me. He said, Jocelyn, there are women that much better than you. But guess what? I'm going to choose you. Why? Because you're beautiful inside, and you're attractive also. Don't be hard to yourself, Jocelyn. You're very attractive, as much as you know. And aside from that, why do you think I'm going to go with that woman? She's rooted inside. She don't have ass. Even if she turned out to be my girlfriend, not even a week, I already kick her out. That's what he said. It's so funny when my husband really like telling me about his thought, because he's worse than women out there. Like the way he talks, my goodness. He's usually blunt, and he is very honest person. So I really trust what he said, you know, when he can say that this woman is very rotten inside, that not even a week he already kicked her out. My goodness, I truly believe him. Kanay magod akong bana, guys, na siya isa kasalita og na siya promise ija jud nang sundon bisag unsa kadugay pa nga panahon nga dili niya na matuman. Tumanong jud na niya, guys, ing nanak kong bana. He always keep his promises and he stand his word so much. Mo na grabe jud ko respeto sa akong bana. He gained my respect, my trust, and my love for him. It's because the way he treat me, you know. And that's why I trust him so much. And of course, he's being a great dad, being responsible. He's a great dad for our children. So, you know, wala tayo pangitaon, nung mangita pamantaglain in taon. Uy, nga naa naman sa tubangan, no? There's a lot of people asking me why I chose my husband. He's way, way older than me. And that I can find better than him, that I can find younger. Yes, I can, of course, because I believe my beauty, you know. In Filipino standards, I might not very beautiful in their eyes, but in foreigners, like, eyes, I am very pretty, of course. My goodness gracious, because we are Filipina. And the funniest thing is, I thought that every foreigners that came here in the Philippines, that they think all the Filipina are pretty and beautiful. My goodness, I just found out that they had standard also. Yes, they had standard, guys, and I think that it's pretty, for them it's not pretty. I told my husband every time I saw a woman that's very pretty, that I said, my love, this Filipina is very pretty. She's very attractive. And my husband will say, no, she's not that attractive, Jocelyn. And sometimes when I see a woman that very dark skin, tall and pretty, I said, my love, she's very pretty. And he will say, yeah, she's attractive, she's pretty, but my goodness, Jesus Christ, she's skinny. I don't like skinny woman. My husband will say straight to my face that she's attractive, she's like this, she's like that, but there's a lot of but. My goodness, I don't mind if he will say, oh, she's attractive, she's pretty, yes. And sometimes, but she's rotten inside, she's rude, she's ruthless, she's like this, she's like that. I know this woman because the boyfriend told me that, like, she's like this, she's like that. No, I don't want to do that. My goodness, that's what my husband always said. And I found out that not every foreigner likes every Filipina. They had standard also. So, you know, there's a foreigner that likes to have a classy woman, because they are educated and like this, like that, because maybe based of what their life in the US, maybe, but there are some foreigners that don't want to have kids, that they like to have adventure, and they want to do this, they want to do that. There's a lot of foreigners that have each standard, different standard on their own. And there's a foreigner that don't want to be controlled, that they want the whole freedom they have. There's a foreigner like that also. And so when I think about it, like when someone wants to have freedom, it's better not to settle down with them, because it's not good, Like they don't want to be controlled. They don't want to be controlled by the situation. They don't want to be held like that, in the neck. So they can just do whatever they want. The good thing, if that's going to happen, much better you're not going to settle down. Because if you're going to settle down and you still want your freedom, and you don't think what will happen to your children, what will happen to your wife, then much better you're not going to settle down, Because if you want freedom and then you're going to build a family here in the Philippines, then it's not gonna be 100% freedom, because you need to take your own responsibility. Just like my husband, as he always does. He never left me alone. He never treat me like I'm nothing, and I never felt that I am alone in this journey, because he was always there. He's not only a good provider, but he's a great dad and a great husband for me, because he's doing his best, to give us our moments and to build good memories, great memories together. And that's what I love about him. And you keep asking why I love my husband, even if he's way, way older than me. Even if someone is going to mock us that, oh, your husband is a lolo already. Really? And you think your husband is not? My goodness gracious. Ay, diba? Senior citizen na po na yung magbana. Uy, tawag-tawag mga sa kung ba naglolo. Guys, what's funny? The thing is, there's a lot of Filipina here that very into competition, guys. They don't want to be like someone is above them than them, and they think they are above than everyone else. That's what they think. There's some Filipina like that. Yes, of course, here. It's gonna be full of competition, And because of that, they're going to criticize me that my husband is lolo like this, like that I have nothing, It's funny, I told my husband about that. You have nothing, Jocelyn, you have me. And I'm not running around. I'm not chatting any woman. I'm not liking their post. And I don't have a friend here in my Facebook, a woman. I don't have that. And I'm not cheating on you. Is that a good thing? I said, yes. You're faithful, you're loyal. You're not cheating on me. You prioritize us, you're responsible. And I have 3 children. I have handsome 3 children. All boys. And he said, yeah, exactly. Don't say that you have nothing, because actually you have everything you need. Duh. So that's why. That's what I'm telling you guys, that even if your husband is older than you, don't be ashamed, because aside from they will love you unconditionally, they will love you 100%. They will not going to cheat on you, and they will make sure that you have a good life. And aside from that, we can learn from them. It's because they have a lot of experience in their life. Of course, they are way, way older than us. They are going to teach us about how life will works. So the people around who always mock us because we have an older husband, good for you, diba? Good for you. I wish you well. I hope in the future you will never experience what we've experienced. So that's it, what I'm going to share to you today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless everyone.
They look at my papa with jealous eyes, counting his blessings, but never their own lives. He built that road with these 2 hands, up in the mountains on that honest land. They point a finger, then switch their face, cry for the crowd when they lose the race. Karma is a bitch.
It's okay, I'll close it.
Karma is a bitch. She knows your name. She knows your tricks.
Kuha na may mga bata, guys, because
Karma is a bitch.
it's time to go to school.
She throws it back quick.
Buddy. Good boy.
puti. Mura siya dirty white. Dirty white? Mura siya dirty white, pero mailan din siya na brown. Hoy, wala